Finally here, new DOJ monitor Dr. James Ginger has years of experience, and he's sure he can be successful here in Albuquerque. Our Caleb James is live at APD tonight. He talked one-on-one with Ginger after he was introduced this afternoon. Caleb, he also sat down with Mayor Barry.
Yeah, Tom, and both men are very optimistic about the DOJ monitoring process that Ginger tells me has historically taken years at other police departments and very well may right here in Albuquerque. But he says there's something about APD that sets our department apart from his other high-profile consulting work, and that's the attitude here.
Good afternoon. My name is Jim Ginger. I usually don't answer to doctors.
Call me Jim. It was a greeting that set the tone for a big introduction.
We're ready to go to work.
Dr. James Ginger is APD's Department of Justice monitor. He brings with him a team of 7 men, a new breed, he says. For the first time, a delegation from another department currently operating under a DOJ consent decree will make up part of his monitoring team, several of them former members of the New Jersey State Police.
I think this will probably be the best project I've ever done.
Ginger tells me he's especially optimistic about APD.
I've been received more openly here than most places.
It gives APD and the work about to begin a level foundation. He candidly says the department has overcome its denial and martyrdom, and now the work begins. The team will visit about 4 times a year to dive into APD's policing as it happens.
Most of our work is record related, and we don't ask people what they did. We look at what they did. And so we'll look at videotape, we'll look at police reports, we'll look at official records.
And that takes trust, something Ginger says usually takes more time, but indications here are positive. APD seems to have extended an early olive branch.
Because it needs to be done right.
And Mayor Richard Barry sat down with me today. He says the warm welcome for Ginger's team sets a strong tone too.
I've seen cities fight it on the beginning. I've seen cities that just say, look, give me anything to sign, and neither of those work.
And to that point, both Barry and Ginger said that the trust factor between APD and its DOJ monitor, Ginger, will be paramount in this process. Seattle PD, as a more recognizable example, was famously quite hostile to their DOJ monitor. And these guys here say the key is a balance. Tom?
Ginger and 7 others monitoring APD. Sounds expensive, Caleb.
Yeah, and we were told today that an estimate of Ginger's consulting fees will be about $1.3 million over the first 2 years of this process. Mayor Barry also tells me that he's set aside $4 to $6 million per year for the next several years in order to actually implement recommendations from Ginger, the DOJ monitor. Also of interest, at tomorrow's City Council meeting, we should mention we're going to be able to hear a first reading of some legislation introduced by Councilwoman Diane Gibson. It would require APD to report exactly how much it spends on specific DOJ recommendations throughout this process. It would also require APD to report that spending on a quarterly basis out in the open for everyone to hear. Tom?
All right, Caleb. Here's an interesting site along I-25 near Central, especially given all the troubles